Hello and welcome back to Math with Mr. Strands. We're going to be going over multiplying and dividing fractions using the fraction overlays. All right, so let's begin with a multiplication problem. If I have 3/4, I'm going to multiply that by 3/6. Right? So let me write that down so we know exactly what we're looking at here. So we got 3/4 of, because remember of means multiplication, of 3/6. Okay, so when we multiply something, it becomes more of something, right? It multiplies. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 3/6, I'm going to turn it sideways. I'm going to put it on top of our 3/4, and it's going to multiply by giving it more squares. You see how now it only has 4 squares, 3 of them are shaded in. When I put my 3/6 on top of it, I'm multiplying it into more squares, okay? And it's going to change it for me, saying now that how many do we have highlighted? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 highlighted. Okay. So we multiply this together. My numerator means there's going to be 9 are shaded in out of a total of how many? Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 going across the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going down. So 4 times 6 is 24. Okay, so 9 out of the 24 are shaded in. Okay, so 3/4 times 3/6 shows us that 9 out of 24 are shaded in. All right, let's do one more. Okay, let's do a bigger one now. Let's say we have 6/8, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to multiply that by 4/10. Okay, write this down here. So we got 6/8 of 4/10. All right, we're going to multiply this together. So I'm going to turn my 4/10 sideways. I'm going to put it on top of my 6/8. It's going to multiply. Okay, and how many shaded in do we have now? Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across the top. 1, 2, 3, 4 going down. So 6 times 4 is going to be 24. So we have 24 shaded in. That's my numerator. The denominator is going to be how many squares total we have. So I'm going across the top, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And going down, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 80 altogether. So 24 out of the 80 are shaded in. So 6/8 times 4/10 equals 24/80. All right, let's look at a division problem. Okay, so let's say I had 3/4, and I'm going to divide that by 1/6. All right, I'm going to write this down. So we have 3/4. Okay, we're dividing this by 1/6. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take the colors away for a moment. I think that'll help us out a little bit. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my 1/6 sideways. Okay, I'm going to put it over my 3/4. Okay, and then I'm going to color in 3 rows, right? 3 rows out of the original 4. All right, so I'm going to color in 3 rows by just clicking on them. That's 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows. Okay, so I got my 3 rows shaded in. I'm dividing that among 1/6. So only 1 row of these 6, because you see now how there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 rows now. We're only dividing that into 1 row. Okay, so how many total do I have shaded in? That's still going to be your numerator, right? So the total amount I have shaded in is 1, 2, 3 on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 6 is 18. I have 18 shaded in. Okay, but I divided that among 1/6. So I'm only counting 1 row, which has 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So 18/4 is going to be my answer. We can always double check our work by going back to the method we're probably more familiar with, which is keep, change, flip. So I'm going to keep my 3/4 the same. I'm I'm going to change division into multiplication. I'm going to flip my last fraction. And you can see if I do this, 3 times 6 is 18. 4 times 1 is 4. And I get the same answer. All right. This is an improper fraction, so your teacher might want you to turn it into a mixed number. All right. So 4 goes into 18. We know 4 times. And then there's going to be 2 left over. So 4 and 2/4, and you can even simplify this down farther to 4 1/2. If your teacher is looking for you to make it into a mixed number and not an improper fraction. All right, let's do one more division problem. So let's say I had 2/8, and I'm going to divide that by 3/10. Okay, I'm going to write this problem down. So I have 2/8. I'm dividing that by 3/10. Okay, again, I'm going to take the colors away for a minute. But just remember, it's 2/8 divided by 3/10. Okay, I'm going to change my tenths sideways, put it over. All right, and now I'm going to color in 2 rows. All right. So all these are going to get colored in these 2 rows. All right, we're dividing that among 3 of the 10 rows. Okay, so 3 of the 10 rows, which means these 3 rows right here is going to be my denominator. How many do I have shaded in is going to be my numerator. So I got 1, 2 on the top, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 20 is going to be my numerator. My denominator is the 3 rows I circled. Okay, and there's 10 in each row, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sorry, there's 8 in each row. Okay, so we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 3 is going to give us 24. So 2/8 divided by 3/10 is 20/24. So if we just want to double check, we can do the keep change flip. So we're going to have 2/8 times 10/3, flip it. And you can see again, 2 times 10 is going to give me 20/24. This is not simplified. If your teacher wants you to simplify it, right, we can simplify by looking at what common number is going to go into 20 and 24. Well, we know 4 does, right? 4 goes into 20 5 times, and 4 goes into 24 6 times. So your simplified answer would be 5, 6. All right, and that is how you divide and multiply fractions with these fraction overlays. Very helpful to see when you're trying to visualize how to multiply and divide fractions.